Hi everybody, we're back again, and this time we're talking to Thomas Gondolfi, who wrote these wonderful books. I have not read them yet, but my husband over here has read half of one, and he has now bought 2 copies of it. So, and that one is Toy Wars, which we're gonna talk about first, I believe. And this man right here is Thomas, and so
hi Tom.
So what can you tell us about the book?
So Toy Wars, I got the original idea while I was playing a board game. And the board game is an old ancient board game called Panzer Leader, where you move a lot of little cardboard pieces around there, and they World War II game, they get blown up, taken off the board. At the same time, in the background was playing Looney Tunes. And I was thinking, what is going through the mind of these little cardboard pieces that are being taken off the board, that are being sent into battle? With that, and Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner going off the cliff, or excuse me, Wile E. Coyote running off the cliff and little legs swirling in the air before falling. It didn't take long for my twisted mind to put 2 and 2 together and get toys fighting toys. And it took me, because I'm so logical-minded, it took me a number of years before I could think of a real logical reason why toys would be fighting toys. It's not completely fanciful. There is actually a logical reason why toys are fighting toys. You have to read the kind of dry prologue to understand why it happened, but you can skip that and go right on into the fact that our hero here, Teddy 1499, which he later names himself Don Quixote. It's his story. It's told from his viewpoint throughout the entire story.
Right on. Okay, so the inspiration behind this was I love that. That's great.
Every book I write, I put in the author's note at the end what inspired me to write that particular story. Because that's the first question any fan wants to know. Where did you get this twisted idea?
Where did that come from? Right on. So, are we going to be in a sequel to this?
Actually, yes, but I have, you're about to pick up the other books, I have another series that's already in the works. The second book of that particular series is a cliffhanger. Unfortunately, I don't like writing cliffhangers, but I had no choice. And so I have to finish the second half of that before I can go on to anything else. And I've also already committed after that particular book to put out a book called Wayward School, which is a very, very dark cyberpunk novel. Makes anything else I've read look like Pollyanna. Having to do with baby parts, and actually would probably fit really well here at Crypticon, but
right.
So it'll be 2017 is my tentative sequel to Toy Wars, and with I actually already have a title for it called Toy Reservations.
Toy Reservations, awesome. Okay, that's nice. All right. So that's the CorpGov Chronicles. Am I saying that right?
Yep, CorpGov Chronicles.
And then we've got book 1, an 80% solution. Book 2, thinking outside the box. So,
Thinking Outside the Box just came out. This is the first con that it's been at.
Okay, so what should people be expecting when they read these?
So 80% solution is cyberpunk. Dark future, corporations run everything. The whole book is a guerrilla war of the character on the front, Sonia, running the Green Action Militia against the corporate cabal, as it's known, a group of high-level corporations that have gotten together, and they suborn governments just as a normal course of business. And some poor schlub named Tony Samus, he ends up getting caught in the middle of this. The corporations need a way to get back at her, so they infect him with a virus without his knowledge. Infect him with a virus, take away his job, his livelihood, his home, and his girlfriend, and kick him out so that he will go into their organization and infect them with the bioweapon.
Excuse me. So what's the? So you said number 2 ends on cliffhanger.
Yes, it does. The number 2 is about, number 1 is all about that particular thing, and really it's almost like a prequel to the entire series. I've already got 9 plotted out for this particular series. It's just a matter of writing them. Book 2 is really where I consider almost like the beginning of what's really happening, where the CorpGov comes into place when I'm not going to tell you all of it, but the corporation, the fusion between the Green Action Militia and the corporations spawn a new entity that ends up being the CorpGov. And they have a situation where they're being fought by all of the other power groups. Okay? And so they have to figure out how they're going to survive against all of these other power groups, which include the police, the National Guard, and a few other very high-level organizations.
Okay. You sound like you really, put together some stuff here.
I tried not to do a cliffhanger on that first one, but when I had put it all together, outlined it out, I don't know what the right word is, but I had taken a little bit too much for granted by summing up an entire war in 3 bullets. I got to about page 290 of the writing of that book and realized, oh my God, I have to write a war in, just a few pages here. This isn't going to happen. I tried several different variations. They all were bad. And so instead of cheating the audience, I just went ahead and said, you know what? I'm going to just put it together and leave it at the cliffhanger and then write the war as the second book. This is the lead up to the war. The war is the second book.
Okay. So the little split like they do in trilogies nowadays.
Yeah.
So when can we expect book 3?
I'm looking at March or April of 2014 or 2015 next year.
Okay. So not too long. That's
not
good.
too long. When I split it, I'd already written a good portion of it, so I got that to lead off the next book. So, and I'm quite a prolific writer.
All right. So that's the 80% solution is book 1 of the CorpGov Chronicles, and book 2 is Thinking Outside the Box. And then, of course, Toy Wars, which, from the cover,
how can you go wrong with a purple teddy bear with a machine gun? Come on.
You can't. So, and you can. So, where can everyone get these now? Besides cons?
They can go to conventions, obviously. They can go to my website, TANSTAAFLPress.com. There's a lot of A's in TANSTAAFL. You can go to Amazon. Electronic copies on both Amazon and Barnes & Nobles as well.
Okay, right on. I suggest you pick them up because I can already tell they're probably going to be good, and I already know people that are telling us that they're really great. So I want to thank you for coming in and talking with us. I appreciate it so much. Again, Thomas Gondolfi, and Toy Wars and the CorpGov Chronicles. You guys got to check them out. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.